from Cranfield in Bedfordshire to Touquet in the north of France on Airways. Join me and find out how it works.
Cranfield departure ATIS information Charlie, the 0750 UTC weather. Departure from main use 21, initial contact frequency 122.855, surface wind 220 degrees, 10 knots, direction varying between 200 and 260 degrees, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, cloud view at 3,200 feet, outside air temperature +20, dew point +15, QNH 1016, QFE 1003, acknowledge receipt of information Charlie, Cranfield departure ATIS out.
Tower, good morning, November 101 Delta Whiskey.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, Cranfield Tower, good morning, pass message.
Good morning, we're a PA32 on apron 3 with information Charlie, QNH 1016, one on board request start IFR to the Touquet.
November 1 Delta Whiskey, start approved, report ready for taxi.
Start approved, November 1 Delta Whiskey. So as we wait for another aircraft to come in, a little word about our flight. So it's going to take about an hour. We're going to be climbing to 9,000 feet in the airway system, and we're going to be following a path that takes us initially towards Brookman's Park VOR, and then across towards Southend before turning down to Dover and then across the channel into France. We choose that routing because it keeps us in controlled airspace, but more importantly it keeps us clear of the Lambourne stack where all of the Heathrow arrivals go. As we taxi out, one of the things we're going to look forward to receiving is our IFR clearance, which we should get from the tower shortly before we're ready to go.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, hold Alpha 1 after departure, left turn Brookman's Park, climb altitude 2,400 feet, squawk 6330, frequency when instructed 129.550, to remain outside controlled airspace.
November 1 Delta Whiskey at Alpha 1 to hold position. After departure to left turn on track Brookman's Park, climbing altitude 2,400 feet, squawk is 6330 and the frequency when instructed is Luton 129.550 and we are to remain outside controlled airspace. November 1 Delta Whiskey is Alpha 1, we're ready in turn.
November 1 Delta Whiskey, roger. Behind the departing PA28, fire Alpha 1, line up and wait, runway 21 behind.
Line up PA28, line up and wait behind 1 Delta Whiskey. We are lined up on 2-1, previous traffic's just taken off. Short pause and then we'll be good to go.
November 1 Delta Whiskey, runway 21, clear for takeoff, 240, 11 knots.
2-1, clear takeoff, November 1 Delta Whiskey. And our temperatures and pressures are all good. Open up the throttle. Airspeed's alive. We're on the centre line, temperatures and pressures are still good. Accelerating through 60 knots. Quite light today, so at about 70 knots, we're good to go.
Golf Tango, traffic over Newport Pagnell, EC135.
And there we have it.
2,000 feet.
We have a positive rate of climb, we just wait until there's no more usable runway in front of us.
Golf Tango, contact
We retract the landing gear.
122.855.
Power back now for the climb. Nicely settled in the climb out there. Time to go to Brookmans Park. Climbing through 900 feet. Gusty this morning, believe
Whiskey, contact Luton 129.550, goodbye.
Luton 129.550, 1 Delta Whiskey, bye-bye. Luton approach, good morning, November 101 Delta Whiskey with you off Cranfield, climbing through 1500 feet, 2400 feet towards Brookmans Park.
101 Delta Whiskey, Luton, hello, squawk ident and remain outside controlled airspace, it's a traffic service.
Ident you have, remain outside controlled airspace and traffic service, 1 Delta Whiskey. So we don't yet have our clearance to go into the London TMA, but we're waiting for this lady to fit us in where she can.
Good for Alpha Foxtrot, speed 165 knots.
In the meantime, we're climbing through 1900 feet, and we're going to be levelling at 2,400 to keep us outside controlled airspace. Until we hear otherwise. That's 2,000 feet. Just touching the bottom of the cloud base now. Will we have to level out or will she clear us to climb before we have to go in through the retrim? Warns us we have 200 feet to go to 2,400. The aircraft's going to level out at 2,400. We can just throttle back slightly.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, climb now, altitude 4,000 feet.
Climb altitude 4,000 feet, 1 Delta Whiskey. And there we are.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, on passing 3,500 feet, it will be a radar control service.
1 Delta Whiskey, radar control up to 3,500.
And November 101 Delta Whiskey, turn left heading 095 degrees.
Left turn at 095, 1 Delta Whiskey. And already we're starting to be taken out towards the east in the direction of Stansted to keep us clear of the Lambourne stack, which is the stack of planes waiting to get into Heathrow Airport in the morning.
Foxtrot Tower 132.555.
132.555, 5 Bull Messenger for Alpha.
And Mike Papa India, turn right heading 185 and descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Right heading 185, descent altitude.
Here we are, beautifully through the clouds, about 3,500 feet. And already it's a lot less bumpy. Take the fuel pump off, the landing lights can come off at this point.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, climb altitude 5,000 feet.
We cleared altitude 5,000 feet, 1 Delta Whiskey. As I mentioned earlier, the cruising level is flight level 90, 9,000 feet today, so gradually working our way up.
20 degrees, clear Dallas, runway 26.
This kind of step climb isn't unusual.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, turn right now, direct to Brookmans Park.
Right, direct to Brookmans Park, 1 Delta Whiskey.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, contact London Control on 118.825, bye-bye.
London Control 118.825, thanks for your service, 1 Delta Whiskey. London Control, good morning, November 101 Delta Whiskey with you, climbing through 4,400 for 5,000 feet direct from the park.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, thank you. November 101 Delta Whiskey, climb now, flight level 80, and just confirm your requested cruise level today, please.
Flight level 80, we're looking for flight level 90, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Number 1 Delta Whiskey, thank you.
Feels like we're the only aircraft in the sky today, but clearly that's not the case.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, climb flight level 90 to cruise.
Cleared flight level 90 for the cruise, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Easy 2157, climb flight level 150.
Flight level 150, easy 2157.
About 67 kilo heading to south end, 130.780, bye-bye.
130.780, stop by 67 kilo, bye.
Bye. November 101 Delta Whiskey, left heading 130 degrees.
Left turn head 130, 1 Delta Whiskey. Further left. Taking us in the general direction of Stansted as we originally imagined it might. Flight level 90.
Romeo November, fly heading 055.
Aircraft levels out.
055, fastest to Romeo November.
Starts to accelerate.
London Steward 166.
As it accelerates, we can start to reduce the power
250 knots, be level
to our cruise power
on a hang
settings.
of 270 degrees.
People 166, thank you, descent fly level 140.
Descend level 140, speed 166.
Delta Whiskey, turn left heading 090 degrees.
Left turn head 090, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Runway 27 Uniform Lima, call Essex on 120.
As we turn a beautiful shot of Stansted Airport there.
27 Uniform Lima, goodbye.
Right, LM 1009, descent flight level 90, level by Lamborn.
Level 90, be level by Lamborn, KLM 1009.
Speed 166, direct Lamborn to take up a hold, delay is 10 minutes, holding speed.
Straight to Lamborn to hold, holding speed, speed 166.
Airlink 08, turn left heading 260 degrees.
Left heading 260, heading 28.
Speed 9252.
9252, hello sir, it's 9252, we are passing 4,000, climbing 5,000, lead 6 Romeo.
Speed 9252, thank you, squawk enter and climb now to altitude 6,000 feet.
Don't you have climbing 6,000, speed 9252.
November 1 Delta Whiskey, Euro navigation direct to tracker.
Nav tracker, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Hello, trend 2901, passing level 151, descending level 140.
So tracker is a point in the north of France.
Hello to you, continue with that speed.
So by being routed direct to tracker,
no delay.
we are cutting out a small dogleg in the route.
2672, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, 2672.
With time to 90 uniform, continue present heading.
Continue present heading, 90 uniform.
Fly 23 Delta Bravo, turn right heading 220 degrees, climb flight level 190.
For heading 220 degrees, climb flight level 190, flight 23 Delta Bravo.
Air France 158 Whiskey, descend flight level 80.
Now we're anticipating that the Touquet is going to be using runway 31. So what we're going to do now is to load up the RNAV approach for runway 31.
33 Bravo, climb flight level 130 and turn left heading 045.
And we're expecting to route there via a point called Enclave. We don't activate the approach at this point, but we do load it up so that it's ready for us for later on.
Level 180, 250 knots, currently heading 320 degrees.
2725 London Control, thanks, continue the heading.
Okay.
Yellow wing 461, left turn, radar heading 095 degrees.
UX461, left heading
If we get a pause for long enough in
33 Bravo,
the traffic,
left now heading 035.
we're going to have a listen on the second radio to the Touquet 80s, so we can understand what the weather conditions are there for landing.
and report heading 035, now shuttle 33 Bravo, bye now.
Information Bravo recorded at 0840 UTC time. Airnav approach runway 31. Runway 31 is in use. Surface wind 240 degrees, 8 knots. Visibility over 10
Delta left turn heading 090 degrees.
Overcast 1,800 feet. Temperature 18 degrees, dew point 15 degrees.
Radar heading London
QNH 1020, CIC 1019. Information of contact, information Bravo.
So you have to listen to two things at once a lot when you're flying single pilot IFR. We've got information Bravo at Le Touquet, and what we've learned is that we've got a relatively low overcast cloud base, but not so low that it's going to affect us. We also learned that they are using runway 31, so our guess that we're going to do the RNAV approach 31 turned out to be correct.
Call Heathrow 134975, bye.
134975, over to Yankee, thanks, bye.
790, descend flight level 90.
Looks to me like this controller in due course is going to hand us directly over to the French Lille approach, and we can talk to them about our request for the approach.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, contact Lille approach 120.275, goodbye.
Lille approach 120.275, November 1 Delta Whiskey, bye-bye. Lille approach, bonjour, November 101 Delta Whiskey with you, flight level 900 direct tracker. We have information Bravo at Le Touquet and request the RNAV approach routing via Ecleb.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, bonjour, squawk please 6152 to proceed direct Ecleb.
6152 and direct Ecleb, 1 Delta Whiskey, thank you. Very good, so we have a routing straight onto the initial fix for the approach, and we turn right to get there. According to the computer here, we're going to be at Ecleb in 13 minutes. So we need to start thinking about the descent in about another 5-6 minutes time.
Mosquito 6 de Tango descendait déjà initialement 3000 pieds 1020 direct sur Easy, attention passant le 70 vous quitterez l'espace aérien contrôlé, donc soyez vigilants.
C'est bien pris, donc on descend 3000 pieds 1020 et passant le 70 en espace aérien non contrôlé, Mosquito 100 de Tango.
C'est correct, et numéro 1 donc pour l'aéronave sur Easy pour la 31 au Touquet.
C'est bien pris, merci.
That aircraft we just heard talking in French is also flying into Le Touquet, and in fact he's just been told he's number 1 for the RNAV approach, routing via a second point, ACV, which we will pass a little bit later. I'm guessing he's coming up from the south somewhere.
November 101 Delta Whiskey.
1 Delta Whiskey, go ahead.
You are number 2 for approach via Ecleb, so to avoid to hold at Ecleb perhaps, if you can reduce a little bit, and you can descend slowly to 5,000 feet to Ecleb.
1 Delta Whiskey, we will slow down and we'll make a gentle descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1020.
I confirm, QNH 1020.
1 Delta Whiskey leaving flight level 900.
Delta Echo India Mike Victor.
Delta India Mike Victor, yeah.
Victor, you are now in Belgium. Contact Brussels information 1269.
We start our gentle descent now.
Thank you, Brussels.
Whilst reducing the power, so we don't catch up with the guy who is number 1 on the approach.
Mosquito 6 de Tango, poursuivez 2000 pieds, 1020, autorisé approche via EasyV, contactez le Touquet Tour 118 45 plus.
On poursuit vers 2000 pieds 1020, on est autorisé la aéronave 31 par EasyV, on passe avec le Touquet 118 45 centre de Tango, merci, au revoir.
So that's the guy we've been following on the approach. He's just been cleared for the approach, cleared to 2,000 feet, and asked to contact the Touquet. So with a bit of luck, if he gets a move on, by the time we get into the approach sequence, he should have landed.
November 101 Delta Whiskey.
Delta Whiskey, go ahead.
Yes, you're still number 2. Preceding aircraft is via AZV for final approach airnav 31. Can you start your approach at 3,000 feet via Ecleb? Start at 3,000 to avoid a hold over Ecleb.
Well, that's no problem at all. And just confirm we are cleared now down to altitude 3,000 feet.
Okay, so start your approach at Ecleb via 3,000 feet and I'll call you back to descent.
1 Delta Whiskey, okay. November 1 Delta Whiskey is turning at Ecleb, full level 3,000 feet shortly.
Delta Whiskey maintain 3,000 feet, continue approach.
Continue approach, maintain 3,000, 1 Delta Whiskey. So we will put our landing lights on. Plenty of rain in these clouds. And proceed towards the next point on the approach, which is altitude. You can think of this as being a sort of a right-hand downwind for runway 31. Just that instead of doing it visually, we're doing it using the GPS.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, descend 2,000 feet, 1020, continue approach.
Descend up to 2,000 feet and continue approach, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Perfect, so we've been cleared down now. Now we can continue the approach in a more conventional way.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, continue approach and contact Le Touquet Tower 11845.
Continue approach and with the tower 118.45, thanks for your help, 1 Delta Whiskey. Touquet Bonjour, November 101 Delta Whiskey with you. We're approaching altitude, descending through 2,600, 2,000 on the RNAV approach 31.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, report passing Fox Alpha Tango 31.
Call you at 4 seconds, Alpha Tango 31, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Pretty much out of the cloud at 2,000, but you can see why they're calling it a little lower.
Final, est-ce que je peux voir l'option?
Papa Echo, rappelez final. November Echo Mike, the traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile. I have an insight, 8 Echo Mike. Roger, you can manage to be behind this traffic and report on downwind behind. Downwind behind, 8 Echo Mike. 62 Tango, donc vous rappelez fin de vente arrière, prêt à tourner en base. Mosquito
Just about to come to ACV now, and we'll start the turn onto the final approach track. At which point we
Tango, le Touquet
arm the approach mode on the autopilot.
Tango, vous me rappelez fin de vente arrière, prêt à tourner en base. Vous êtes numéro 2, le trafic précédent à 172 qui est en base gauche, qui va arriver sur la finale de nautique.
C'est bien prié, on vous rappelle avant de tourner en base 62 Tango.
Ouais, prévoyez de rallonger la vente arrière, j'ai l'IFR qui arrive à 10 nautiques aussi.
Pas de soucis.
November Echo Mike, so follow the PC12, expect to extend downwind, I've got IFR arrival on final 3-1.
Roger, expect to extend, 8 Echo Mike.
Fox Papa Echo, autorisé atterrissage piste 31, 250 degrés 10, 14 nœuds, rappelez piste dégagée.
Fox Papa Echo.
November 101 Delta Whiskey, your number 2, the Cessna 172 is on your 12 o'clock on final 6 miles.
1 Delta Whiskey, that's understood. We are India Mike Charlie at the moment.
Roger, we've got broken 1200.
That's understood.
Mosquito 62 Tango, eh bien je confirme vous prolongez la vente arrière et je vous rappelle pour virer en base.
C'est bien pris 102 Tango, est-ce qu'on peut orbiter sur la position?
Négatif, vous avez un beach 36 à moins de 2 nautiques derrière vous.
Ah c'est bien pris, visuel.
November Echo Mike, extend downwind, keep the PC12 in sight and call you back to join the airfield.
Roger, PC12 in sight, 8 Echo Mike.
Cloud base has become even lower than they were saying originally, 1,200 feet now. Really not a nice day to be bouncing around in the visual circuit. And we're just about to approach the glide slope intercept point now, and we'll be starting our descent down to the runway. Undercarriage can come down.
Tango, et bien le PA32 qui va bientôt arriver à 6 nautiques sur la finale RNAV 31, et vous me rappelez en vue quand il va passer sur votre travers droit dans 1 minute.
C'est bien pris 62 Tango. November 1 Delta Whiskey, we're at Fox Alpha Tango 3-1.
Delta Whiskey, continue, I'll call you back.
Continue approach, 1 Delta Whiskey.
Mosquito 62, et bien le PA32 à vos 3 heures sur la finale.
Reçu 62 Tango, je vous rappelle au visuel et on passera derrière, on ira travailler sur Berck avant de revenir chez vous.
Reçu Mosquito. Et donc vous ouvrirez l'œil sur Berck, hein, j'ai un hélicoptère en tour de piste sur Berck et un autre appareil 950 avec moi.
C'est bien pris.
Continue momentum of approach, we're climbing straight ahead. To point 8510 and then back to Eclair, climbing to altitude 2,000 feet. We've got 2,000 feet set in the altitude pre-select. And we're kind of visual now.
12 will leave the CTR, you are number 2 behind the
Setting through 1,500
final,
feet.
you can turn right hand base, report on final. Turn right hand base and report final. 8 Echo Mike.
November Delta Whiskey, I lost radar contact, say position.
On Delta Whiskey, we have 4 miles to touchdown.
Roger, Delta Whiskey number 1, this is now 172 on the runway. Report short final.
On Delta Whiskey, OK.
Mosquito 62 Tango, eh bien le beach 36 à votre travers droit qui vire en base pour ensuite une fidèle piste 31, rappelez en vue de Berck.
C'est bien pris, 62 Tango.
Fox Papa Echo, première gauche, piste dégagée, le sol 121 750, au revoir.
C'est pas assuré la première gauche.
Le Touquet Tour, Fox
Coming through 1,000 feet, autopilot comes off.
Papa Echo est bien expédié, alors expédié, première gauche alors.
Papa Echo, j'expédie.
Delta Whiskey, the runway is soon vacated, report a short final.
On Delta Whiskey, Wilco, contact 1 on.
November 678 Echo Mike, number 2, the traffic breathing PS32, 2 nautical miles ahead on the final.
8 Echo Mike.
Fox Delta Uniform position, j'ai pas de contact radar.
Delta Uniforme en fin de vente arrière main gauche.
Delta Uniforme a bien prolongé la vente arrière, 2 appareils en finale piste 31 et je vous rappelle pour virer en base. Et le PC12 qui doit être sans doute à vos midi pour 4 nautiques, il fait route vers Berck pour du travail sur Berck. Mosquito 62 Tango en formation 1h03 nautiques.
Minimums.
And that tells us that if we can't see the runway, we have to go around. But we can, the runway's clear. We'll continue the approach.
121 Delta Whiskey, clear to entry, 124 degrees, 10 knots, maximum 15, report runway vacated.
Runway 31, clear land, and we'll carry on Delta Whiskey.
Papa Echo, donc vous franchissez le seuil, le point d'arrêt, pardon, vous franchissez le point d'arrêt, vous me contactez sur le sol 121 750.
Je franchis le point d'arrêt avec le sol 121 750.
November Echo Mike, the traffic is on short final, report short final.
For short final, 8 Echo Mike.
Et 62 Tango, donc en vue du trafic sur la droite et en vue de Berck pour passer avec eux.
Reçu 62 Tango 7000 le transpondeur et Berck l'auto-info, plus tard.
A plus tard.
Delta U donc le PC12, midi, droite, gauche vers droite, un nautique qui fait route vers Berck.
On a le visuel Delta Uniforme.
Delta Uniforme, vous pouvez virer sur la finale, rappelez finale.
Je viens en finale et je rappelle finale Delta Uniforme.
Papa Echo pour le roulage parking.
Papa Echo, roulage parking à votre convenance et au parc, vous pourrez quitter la fréquence, à plus tard.
Papa Echo.
And here we are, welcome to the Touquet.
November Delta Whiskey first left, runway vacated, contact me on ground frequency 121750.
First left, hand ground 121750, on Delta Whiskey.
November Echo Mike, clear to run 3126 degrees 9 knots, maximum 15, report vacated.
Delta land, report vacated, 8 Echo Mike.
Delta Uniforme numéro 2, le beach 36 entrée courte, rappelez en courte.
Ok, je rappelle en finale en numéro 2, Delta Uniforme.
And 1 Delta Whiskey vacated for taxi.
Delta Whiskey, taxi to the parking as you wish for the park, and you can leave frequency at the parking. See you, bye.
1 Delta Whiskey, thank you very much, bye-bye.
Papa Echo, ça serait pour rouler aux pompes, c'est possible?
And there you have
Papa
it,
Echo,
the
c'est
Touquet.
possible, vous avez une carte.